Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode of Data Snack, where we dive into the fascinating world of data engineering. Today we are exploring how to ingest streaming data using the Coinbase API and leveraging Apache Kafka to capture this information efficiently. Imagine you are developing a financial application that needs real-time cryptocurrency prices to make quick decisions and provide timely advice to your users. The Coinbase API offers a goldmine of real-time financial data. However, handling this stream of information in real time can be challenging. That's where Apache Kafka comes in. It allows us to ingest this streaming data at the scale, ensuring our application can process and react to real-time market changes efficiently. Let's get our hands dirty by writing some Python code to capture data from Coinbase API using Kafka. But first, let's understand what we mean by real-time. Real-time data processing involves capturing and processing data immediately as it becomes available, allowing systems to react within milliseconds to seconds. In the context of financial data, real-time processing enables applications to respond swiftly to market changes, offering a competitive advantage. The source of this project is an API. API stands for Application Programming Interface. It's a set of rules and protocols for building and interact with software applications. APIs allow different software systems to communicate with each other. The Coinbase API, for example, provides a way for our application to query real-time and historical cryptocurrency market data programmatically. But what is important know Apache Kafka? Well, real-time processing is one of the methods of processing data at near instance rate we want to explore in this series of video. The idea is quite simple: taking information from a public API using Kafka, seeing it in visual way. Apache Kafka is crucial in the data engineering ecosystem for several reasons. It's a distributed streaming platform that can publish, subscribe to, store and process a stream of records in real time. Kafka is designed for fault tolerance, high throughput, scalability and distributed data streaming, making it an excellent choice for real-time data ingestion projects like ours. What is important, Docker? We talk about that this third point. Docker plays a pivotal role in developing and managing applications within containers. This container package up code and all its dependencies, ensuring the application runs quickly in different computing environments. Docker simplifies the development of Kafka and our Python application, allowing us to focus on development rather than environmental inconsistencies. Well, we need to jump into the code. For that reason, we prepare an initial GitHub repository. This repository contains the starter code for ingesting and streaming data from Coinbase API using Kafka and Docker. You can clone the repository and follow the README instructions. The link of this repo is in the description. Also, we are looking for a name for the project. Propose a name that think might work for this series of video in the comment below. Thank you so much for that. But what is the objective of this project? This hands-on project. We want to set up a project using Docker. We want to take the Bitcoin price and we want to store in a data lake and we want to visualize in a dashboard. In this video, we are working with the first 2 points. Let's do it. Here we are. We start reading the README file. This README file helps us to think about what is the information we need to put inside our .m folder, .m file, and for that reason we need to copy and paste here all this information: the creation of the topic, what is the server, the name of the server, the different ports of each of the services. And for that reason we need to review the services inside the Docker Compose file, YAML. This file have these two principal services, Zookeeper and Kafka. The main reason of that is we need to catch the information from the API, and the responsible for that is Kafka. The idea is we need to configure both services. Well, after configure both services, the idea is develop the fetcher, the way to collect the information from the Kafka, because the information moved to Kafka and we need to pick the information from Kafka and put inside the next stage. And for that reason we need to create a new file. The new file who calls requirements, because we have some files to catch all the information. For that specific reason, we need to put the request and Kafka Python. Another thing is we have here the entire installation of Python 3.9 version Slim. We have the information, the instruction to copy all the information inside the image, and after that install a requirement. After the requirement, generate the execute the fetcher. Well, this file comes here, and we need to create this new file, and for that specific reason we need to start with the imports. The imports, the main function of that is import some libraries for Python. The request and time is a default library inside Python, but request and Kafka we start installing with requirements. Excellent. The first thing, we need to create a producer. The producer is the way to collect the information here. Excellent. Well, the next thing is create the main. The main is the first step who execute our program, and for that reason we execute the producer, because we need to create this producer. Cool. Well, for that reason we execute with this while true. We could execute another thing, or for example try to ingest only 10 minutes or something like that. Well, we start with that, but we could improve in the middle. Well, another thing is we need the fetch. The fetch is with this code, and we have the prices of these spots, and we have this function here who collect the information using request. If the information don't have any problem, pick the information from format JSON and pass to the next section. Well, but we have the code here, and we have the Docker Compose here. But the idea is we need to connect these two things. And for that specific reason, we need to include the third service. The third service who calls Coinbase Fetcher. We need to build with this context, because we need to enter in that Coinbase fetcher folder and pick the information from this specific file, Docker file, who have the information to execute our job. We need to save everything because we have everything here. Well, and we need to start running this process when the Kafka service have this state, service healthy. Another thing, we need to include the M file, because for that reason we create the M file to configure everything. And well, we have the dependency with Zookeeper connect with Kafka, start Zookeeper, after that the start Kafka, and after that the start Coinbase. The idea is when we execute docker compose app -d, all the dependencies are downloaded and execute the entire code. For that reason, we start from scratch. Docker compose app -d. Oh, we need to enter inside the Kafka folder. Kafka folder and execute docker compose app. Well, first pulling the Kafka image and Zookeeper image. Why not Python? Because we use a pre-built Kafka layer, Kafka image. The third, really with Python, we need to build the entire image using the Python image. But we include many things. We build, well, if you see, we start developing everything. Oh, sorry, we have a problem here with the name of the file. We need to rename. Sorry for that. Put the typo here. Well, we need to. Excellent. Well, as you may see, everything is created in one specific image. Don't interact with my operating system. It's amazing. Well, we have here the containers. The Zookeeper is running, the Kafka is running. We need to wait a few seconds to have the Coinbase fetcher running, or finish everything. We have here Docker desktop. We are running. We need to see the logs. We don't have anything. Well, we need to wait a few seconds because the process starts, and we need to wait a few seconds to, well, we have the information here. If we press this button, the price today or this moment is 44,000. We need to wait a few seconds. 44,592. Well, it's a huge number. We have an increase of the value in the few days of Bitcoin, and well, we see the different information comes from this Python application and display in this log structure. Well, with that we finish. In the next video we are creating the next step, is put all of this information who comes to Kafka and Docker, Kafka and Python, put in the data lake. This is the next stage. Amazing, we finished our first pipeline. We have the information of the price of Bitcoin using the Coinbase API, Apache Kafka, Python and Docker. Well, amazing. A lot of technologies, a lot of tools. Well, I like to see your comments, your ideas, your questions. We encourage all of you to collaborate in our report because at the snack each player counts. Get ready for more videos related with data streaming. Stay tuned for more insights, challenges, and innovation. Until next time, stay curious and keep snacking on knowledge. Bye bye.